Hey guys, Sup up here, and I hope you enjoyed the intro because I'm going to start making it a regular thing, start adding intros on each of my videos. I'm going to really try hard to always take the extra time to find a nice little intro and put it in. Now don't fret if you didn't like that intro because I'm going to be experimenting and it's going to switch up every couple of videos. So I decided to bring you guys some Rome Total War online action because I felt I've been neglecting it with the campaign. I command the Carthaginians in this fight, and my opponent, I don't want to say his name because it's inappropriate, you'll find out eventually, commands the Senate. So let's take a look at my army first. My army consists of 6 sets of Sacred Band Hoplites, 4 sets of Pointy Infantry, 4 sets of Slingers, and 3 sets of Numidian Jav Cav. So I went very high on the infantry base, and that's going to be a crucial role in this fight. Alright, my opponent's army consists of 3 sets of Roman archers, 3 sets of Praetorian cavalry, 3 sets of legionary cohort, 4 sets of urban cohorts, and 1 set of Triarii. So he also went with a very large amount of infantry, and this would have been a huge problem for me if I had not brought a lot of infantry. So I was very happy during this fight that we had the same kind of thoughts. So you can see that my slingers and his Roman archers are now really duking it out at close range, which is going to be slightly to my advantage because I do have a slight numerical superiority, and slingers excel at close range. So you can see that we are now preparing for an engagement in the center, and you can see that he put his legionaries in front of his urbans. So he wants to kind of use his legionaries, I suppose, as somewhat of a shield, so his urbans, which are higher quality, to actually get in the fight and start really causing pain. So you can see that he moved all of his cavalry over to my right flank, and in response, I moved all of my cavalry to his right flank. Now, the thing you have to remember is Numidian Jav Cav is much faster than Praetorians, and that they can release their spears. So here you can see that he charged up his line of legionary cohort and urban cohorts, so I'm going to respond by dropping my sarissas and going in for an attack. Now, something I did not mention in this fight, there were a couple of things that really pissed me off, and you're going to see one of them right here. You can see this unit of Sacred Band that are engaging. This is Sacred Band. They just routed. They took so few casualties, and the whole unit has routed. I could not believe it during the fight. I literally thought the computer was really trying to screw me over. Sacred Band have a great morale. I don't know what happened. So in response, I'm trying to salvage the situation by charging in a set of Pointy Infantry. I mean, here you can even see my Sacred Band just are thrashing the enemy. But that one unit just decided to rout for no reason, and I don't understand it. But there is another thing that concerns me in this fight. There's 2 things that concern me in this fight, and you just saw one of them. There's another thing that also concerns me. You can also see that my Numidian Jav Cav is now unloading their spears on the backs of the enemy. And here, I accidentally did a charge. I didn't think they were out of spears, but they were, so I accidentally charged them. But surprisingly, the urban cohorts routed. So you can see that there's an infantry engagement all over the place. And also, I have some sets of Pointy Infantry on my flanks to keep away his cavalry, just long enough for me to keep the advantage. So yeah, you can see that my infantry is quite easily thrashing his. But you can see that over here, he has now captured some of my Numidian cavalry with his Praetorians. I was not able to react in time, and one set did get routed. But my other 2 sets are still pretty healthy. They didn't take too many losses. So you can see my guys are now hammering away at the urbans and legionary cohort formation. Here was a real concern for me. He had 3 sets of my Sacred Band completely surrounded, and that was a huge concern during the fight. That was one of the main concerns. You can see that his cavalry is very much so still very fresh. So that's going to be a huge problem. Over here, I'm going to charge in my general and another set into the enemy urbans, but he rear charges my Sacred Band, and look at that.
Has been killed. This
My general gets killed, and that was the other concerning thing. Because with my men surrounded over here, I was really scared that I was going to start having a mass rout on my hands. So that was the other huge concern in the battle. Also, another interesting thing, not so much a concern for me, it could have been, had I not controlled the situation properly, is that this battle has just turned into one huge mosh pit fight. You can see that in the background over here, right there, it's a huge mosh pit fight. It's just a huge clashing of steel and Sarissas. So I was really concerned about this outcome, because Romans do excel in hand-to-hand. I was hoping that I could just keep pushing them back far enough to where I'd be able to get the win. That was a real concern. Another real concern, he charged in his cavalry into this mix too. But luckily some routes start going on with his men. So you can see that I have moved my Numidian cavalry, the remnants of it, to the enemy's flank, and you're going to see a vicious rear charge here pretty soon. So yeah, you can just see this is a huge mosh pit of enemies, and I was really concerned for the first few moments, but then when I started seeing enemies routing, that was it. And with that charge of my Numidian Jav Cav, that is going to be the end of the fight. All the enemy units routed on that charge, so I was extremely thrilled about that. That battle came right down to the end. It may not look like it with all the troops I have remaining, but it really did come straight to the end. Anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed this online action, and I will be bringing you guys more. See ya.